Hello everybody, welcome to Coach Ali Production on YouTube. I'll be your personal trainer during this dumbbell workout series for beginners. We're going to cover around 60 different exercises that you can perform using only a pair of dumbbells. Once you've completed this 10-day workout series, you'll be ready to start any workout series of your choice, including our limitless dumbbell workout series, which I personally guarantee is the most aesthetic, body transforming workout on all of YouTube. You should work out to every episode of the dumbbell workout series in sequential order. During each exercise, I'll advise you on the 3 most important points to consider in order for you to do the exercises correctly and effectively. Our goal is to keep you safe at all times and ensure that you're targeting the right areas of your body effectively during each and every workout. Today's workout will consist of lower body dumbbell exercises, developing and toning your thighs, your calves, and your butt. Please make sure that you have clear space around you, free from trip hazards, and let's get started with today's workout. If you haven't already, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss the next workout in this series. These are goblet squats, guys. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to set up holding the top head and our elbows supporting the bottom head. Now, you can see that our feet are parallel and they're at shoulder width. And you can see when we come up, the knees are remaining soft. We're not locking those knees out. Your toes are pointing forward. And when you drop down, I want your elbows to touch your thighs. This just makes sure that you're getting deep enough into those goblet squats. The other thing you want to watch for is make sure that you're not leaning forward when you drop down. Keep your weight on your heels and try to maintain your posture as best as you can. There you have it. Romanian deadlifts, you guys. This is one of your mandatory legs exercises. You can see that I'm hinging forward and making sure that my feet are parallel and also making sure my back's remaining nice and straight. What I want you guys to focus on, the dumbbell drops vertical. It is your butt that's pushing back and getting out of the way, not the other way around. Okay, so again, focus on that vertical drop. You can see that the dumbbell is in front of me in the low position and its neutral hands in the top position for comfort. Excellent posterior exercise. These are sumo squats, guys. This is one of the best variations of squats that you can do, particularly because they're very friendly on your knees. You can see that my legs are nice and wide. My toes are pointing out at 45 degrees. They're not pointing forward. And you can see when I'm at the bottom of the exercise, my shin bones are parallel. If they're not parallel, it's probably because your stance isn't wide enough. So make that adjustment. You want to make sure that there's no caving in of your knees. So I don't want this. I want to stay out there. That's going to help you get into the outside of your glutes in particular and hit your abductors as well. There you go. These are alternate side squats, guys. So you can see that I'm starting with a nice wide stance and that my toes are pointing forward. You can see as I drop to one side, my opposite knee is remaining nice and straight and I'm making sure that I'm pushing out with this knee. Again, I'm not letting it cave in. Now, my weight is remaining centered. So I want to make sure that there's no torso tilt when I do these exercises. You're going to feel a really good stretch inside of your thighs, in your adductors right there. Keep working. Let's do one more repetition. And relax. Okay, this exercise is a split squat, you guys. Have a look. I've got a nice lengthy stance. And my front shin bone, this one here, remains vertical the whole time. Where people tend to go wrong with this is they tend to swing back and forth with that particular shin bone. We want to make sure that we're not doing that. What I want you guys to focus on is focus on dropping this back knee to the floor and lifting up until this leg is nice and straight. Just like that. There's no front and back swing of your torso either. So we've got to make sure that we're not doing any of that. Maintain that nice and vertical as well. Last rep, and change sides. Okay, so split squats, opposite leg this time, guys. So again, the rules are the same. Make sure that your stance is nice and lengthy. Make sure that your front shin bone is remaining vertical. So try not to swing back and forth with it. We focus on the back knee dropping to the floor and extend until this leg is nice and straight. So to straighten the back leg, make sure that you're squeezing your glutes. And again, make sure there's no front and back movement as far as your torso is concerned. No leaning at all. Try to keep that posture nice and vertical and just focus on the quadriceps on the front leg and your glutes on the back leg. Okay guys, we're working some glutes bridges over here. So this is fantastic to strengthen your lower back and your glutes and your hamstrings as well. If you're having trouble with your back, make sure you include this exercise in your workouts, always. Now you can see my feet are parallel, they're at shoulder width, and I'm squeezing with my glutes to lift. What I want to try and do when I get to the top of the exercise is have a straight line from my shoulder all the way to my knee. I'm exhaling as I'm lifting. I'm inhaling as I'm dropping back down. One last repetition and relax. This is a side leg raise, you guys. So you can see that I'm lying on my side. You can see that my support knee is bent and my dynamic leg is nice and straight. It's very important that that leg remains straight, and it's also very important that I lead with my ankle. I don't want to do this and tilt my toes up, because that simply means that your hips are out of position. You're going to have to make that adjustment. This is a fantastic exercise for your abductors, the outside of your legs. And it's also really good for your obliques, for the love handles as well. So they're basically connected together, and you're working both of them throughout this exercise. Okay, so we're lying on the other side, guys. Just working those side leg raises. Again, looking through that same form guide, you can see the support leg is bent so that I'm supported on the floor nicely. The dynamic one is nice and straight. And again, I'm leading with my ankle so that I know that my hip is in the right position when I do this exercise. Okay, again, we're really focused on the outside of the leg. All right, so this is where a lot of people tend to have trouble as far as aesthetics is concerned. So we're going to address it. We're going to hit it and we're going to tighten it up with this particular exercise. All right, guys, this exercise looks a little bit unusual, but it's fantastic for your outer glutes. This is called a fire hydrant. So you can see I've started nice and supported in that 4 points position, and that my back is nice and flat, and I'm making sure that I'm not moving my torso around at all. I'm keeping it nice and still. And then it's a lateral movement with your dynamic leg. So I'm going from vertical to as close to horizontal as I can get it without actually moving my torso. All right, just working like that. You're going to really feel this in your outer glutes, as I suggested earlier. All right, guys, so we've moved our fire hydrant to the other leg now. So again, you can see I've spread my weight evenly. I've got really good support across my hands and my knee as well. And then we're focusing on that lateral movement as far as the dynamic thigh is concerned. So we want to go with maximum range of movement, full rotation, without moving your torso, without twisting that body. Just like this. If we can put a little pause at the top of it, it'll be even better. You're going to get that really good flexion, particularly in your outer glutes. Fantastic exercise for shaping that booty. All right, guys, I'm working a squat, and you can see I'm adding a calves raise to the end of it. Now, I'm doing this where I'm comfortable with the dumbbell underneath me. If you prefer doing it with a goblet position, that's okay as well. Again, dropping down, going all the way down nice and deep, maintaining your posture. So it's very important not to lean forward. And then when I come up, I'm going to try to balance and get onto those calves. Now, when you're on the ball of your foot, try and maintain that top position for a half a second if you can. Get that flexion in those calves. It's a fantastic holistic legs exercise. One more rep. And we're done. Well done for completing today's home dumbbell workout with me, Coach Ali. I trust that you enjoyed your workout, and I hope that we get to progress to the next episode together and continue learning about dumbbell training. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button and let's build a beautiful new body together. If you're finished training for today, I recommend that you stretch and cool down with our physio Daphne. I've linked a playlist of her stretches to the end of this video, so be sure to take advantage of that. I'll see you on the next workout right here on this channel. Take care of yourselves and each other.